It's breathtakingly beautiful. I just can't stop looking at it. Ben, what do you think of the NSX? You're a fanboy, going way back.
Okay, it's friggin' fantastic.
So I was not a big fan of the former car. Which, give us a little backstory on the first car, the first generation of the famous NSX.
Well, so the first generation NSX came out in 1990, 91, depending on what market you're in. It was sort of revolutionary. For like the first time when that car came out, it proved that the Japanese could build a supercar that was just as good as anything Ferrari or Porsche could come up with. The new car is essentially the same just 25 years later. It has, instead of a 3.2 or a 3-liter V6, depending on what version you got back in the day, the new car has a 3.5-liter twin turbocharged V6 with
still mid-engine.
Still mid-engine, except this time around it's got 3 electric motors hooked up to it. So it's all-wheel drive, it's got 570 horsepower, and it launches like a bat out of hell. I mean, this sucker is fast. Is it a lot heavier than the old car? Yes, but I think the technology and the traction management system and the drive system really makes up for its hefty weight.
Ben drove the car at a racetrack.
Right.
He also drove the old car at the same racetrack.
Absolutely.
If I'm not mistaken. So that was an interesting experience. But we had, more recently than that, we had the opportunity to experience the new NSX driven by a professional driver on another racetrack, and it is very, very fast. The traction control is astonishing because this guy was sliding that car around all over the place, these crazy drifts and stuff on the racetrack, and the traction control system really kept grabbing the car and kept him from getting in any trouble. So he just cut this track to pieces.
So let's talk about what makes it such a good-looking car. The front end of the car it really features Acura's old school the metal beak design, right?
Well, it works though in this car,
and its dual eye headlights. Yeah. So instead of making a supercar that will define the way your brand's going to look for the next 15 years, they built a supercar to make it look like the other cars in the brand.
What do you think of the interior now that you've had some time in it?
You know what?
You defended it. You said it looked okay.
Right. I don't think it's the best looking interior I've ever seen, but it's comfortable, it's functional, it does its job. It's a pleasant place to be. I don't have a problem with it.
It's beyond comfortable. It is the most comfortable sports car interior I think I've ever experienced.
And so we've encountered all of its rivals, and we're looking at this car going, this is really, really, really good.
Bravo, Acura.
Bravo, Acura.